up, everybody? Welcome back. We are in the Ford Shitty, baby, and we're about to go pick up two mini, I think they're 50cc Scamazon dirt bikes. They don't run, but they're free, so can't be mad. Shout out to my brother-in-law. Yeah, we got two little ones. One is missing a peg, so that sucks, which is not like necessarily a huge deal. He said one's missing a carb, and then one, he had to replace the magnetizer thing for the spark plug. I don't know what the technical term is, I apologize. And then it worked, and then they went to do it again, and it didn't work. So that could possibly just be bad gas and a dirty carb. I don't know. My nephews apparently tried to fix it last year and it didn't work. So, I mean, it is what it is. I got two little mini dirt bikies for free. Oh, we're spinning fucking tires. We're spinning tires. You want to open it? Yeah, open it.
Thank you, Daddy.
Don't say thank you to me. You just say thank you to your Uncle Maury. Well, in all of the excitement, I didn't necessarily get to record anything. So what we're gonna do now is do a little overview of what I have already deducted as issues. The main issue here, that is completely just broken off. We've known that. Another issue, as you can see on the carb there, we're missing the gas flow control. So that's another problem. Issue number 3, the coil pack for the starter and the ground is completely just destroyed, so that needs to be replaced. That is actually, these are actually really cheap. This is only $8, so I think I'm actually gonna order 2 of these, because that's so far, that's what I've deducted is the issue with this one. And I've realized this one's gonna be more of a problem and a little bit more work to fix, potentially. It does have like a whole little battery situation as well. You could just pull start it, but yeah, it's gonna need some stuff. As far as the red bike goes here, in all its glory, we have a weird issue going on with the spark. It seems like this is working, the gas control, but it does leak. So it leads me to believe that the carburetor might be nasty. It might need to come off, be cleaned, check the bowl. I would assume they both need to come off and be cleaned and all that good stuff. The good thing is all of these parts are really cheap. Again, a new starter piece here, if we need it, is literally only $9. So I'm probably gonna order 2. The other thing to consider is it might just not be gapped enough, but if I go ahead and it could also be something to do with this kill switch here. I don't know, like, if I need to be pressing this in to start it or what, like, if this is working or not. But not pushed in, as you can see. It's got good compression. It sounds like it wants to start, but we get no light here. So we would be expected to see an orange light here. You need to take the spark plug off, check the spark plug. 2, take this cover off and check that this is gapped properly. And then 3, potentially get a different kill switch going on over here, or bypass it and just, I think, ground this out directly. I think if we ground this out directly, it won't need a kill switch. It'll just go, which is problematic because there's not a way to kill the engine at that point, obviously. So, a little cool little 2-strokes. This one's missing some body stuff. Looks like it's just a screw and a little piece of plastic, so that should be easy enough to mend and fix. Brakes work great. This is missing the cover, so that is, I guess, whatever. I don't know. It's not like a big deal. You don't really want to get it dirty though. It's also crazy to me that like that's full speed. I don't know. We're gonna have to check what's going on down here with this little guy. So, yes, sir. Just straight up on the table. We got 2 new ignition coils. So, first things first. I don't really know. I was gonna take the whole thing off, but then I was looking at this, and then like I gotta take the chain off, and that's a lot of work. All right, pretty easy setup. There are 1, 2, and a missing 3rd little bolts here. These are 4mm socket. They're tiny. That's all it is. So I'm gonna take it off here. I did disconnect the ground. Just pull it out. That's all it is. That's all it is. Probably do this with a impact. Mucho faster. Okay, I don't want this to fall. Boom, and it's off. Super simple. You just take these 2 off, and then it comes off. Also, just remove this. Pretend it was on your bop. All right, brothers. It has been about a week since I did anything. Between the kids and work, you know, we just haven't done anything. So I took the bowl off. It seems pretty interesting. Like this float literally is a float. Like it just sits in here. And then as this fills up with gas, that little guy, as it's implied in the name, floats in the bowl. And then it hits this little spring here, bop, 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 and that shuts off the gas flow. But the bottom of the bowl was really disgusting, so we might need to take this apart. I'm over here. We might need to take this apart. I did flip this. My nephews took this apart. There's a little washer in here, and I cannot find a freaking diagram of this carburetor anywhere to save my life, unfortunately. I even got the carburetor name, all of it, and it's just unfortunate. It's not being nice. So we need to get a flood head, and then we can take that off. And then we also need to take off the ignition coil. I think we might need to retain this. I got 2 here. They were $10 a piece, so we might keep this one. It looks brand new. I might test the voltage here once I get it off, and maybe try to use it, keep it at a minimum, put it on here. We have 2 either way, so it's fine. This one's obviously going to need the peg, so let's get a flathead. That's why I wanted to take the whole carb off, but I don't know how to get in here to do that with this here, because these are like directly in line. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just take this ignition off, put this back together, clean the bowl out, put the gas line back on, put a clamp on here, and see what happens. We could just throw this back on and see if we can get gas coming out. Let's do that. Oh god, okay, this could go pretty badly, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. There should be enough gas in here. Turning it on. Nope, it's still draining out of here and not even making it to the bowl. You can see right here. So there was this little metal guy in here, but I'm gonna put this in. I think it was supposed to have a washer like this in the first place. I don't know what this is. Don't know what they had going on. Cannot find a diagram, like I said. So we're gonna do it this way. This goes like so. And then this goes like so. So it'll go in there like that. Surely, I think that would work. We're gonna test it, we're gonna try it. It's pretty simple. This has two little holes here and here. Line. So when you're like this, it's off, no gas can flow. When you're like this, the gas is on and it can flow through the hole into the other hole. I don't know if they fucked this up or if this isn't staying tight enough, or if there's supposed to be a washer around this too. I don't know. We're gonna try it though. I don't want to just give up and order a new carb. Well, it's still fucking just leaking exponentially, so I guess I am gonna have to tear the whole carb off, and I'm probably gonna just have to order a new one. Is what it is, man. Is what it is. Kind of annoying, to be honest, but I don't know. What are you gonna do? They're free. Honestly, just being a baby. Look at how easy this is. Boom. Perfect. Okay. So there's two of these. And then I assume once we get this off, we could probably get to these from here. Up, up, up. It's going to be a little bit more manual. All right. Everything's torn apart. We got the little gas inlet. This was soaking. I let it soak for a few hours. It looks a little bit cleaner. This was like absolutely caked with crusty... I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I guess dried oil and stuff. Like, it was solid. Like, it looked like dirt was just packed in there. So that's cleaned. It could have just been actually, who knows, nasty dirt shit. The only thing now is this hole here. I'm afraid that's full. So I'm gonna have to take this off, pull this out, get that needle out of there, and then try to clean that and put it back together. Change this out, and hopefully, maybe. I also found a bigger washer, which I didn't find I had a bigger washer, which I think might work filling the hole on here a little bit better, so then we can maybe not have a leak. So yeah, let me take this apart. Super simple. You just pop this here right out. You can use a little pick. It's easier said than done, especially when you're one fucking hand in it. Okay. Just has a little needle on it. Don't lose it. Ooh. Yeah, that's disgusting. I mean, it's moving, though. Shit, does that not come apart like I think it does? I don't think it does. I don't know how to clean this properly. I'm afraid this whole jet line is clogged right here. Or gas inlet line. It's not a jet, but whatever. I don't know the technical terms, okay? Shit. Alright. Alright, well, I put everything kind of back together. I cleaned this out as much as I could. It doesn't come out after this little piece underneath here. Let's see. So that guy doesn't come out right there, unfortunately. But I cleaned everything up the best I could. Put it back on. We're not leaking any gas, as you can see. But also, we're not getting any gas coming through into where the bowl would be. So, pretty sure if I take this off, it's gonna leak everywhere. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to just get new carb. See if I can find some and order them up. I should probably test the spark first as well. I guess we can get one of these out, put it on here, and just test the spark, see if we get spark. Alright, super easy to get off here. We got two 4mm Allens. I literally used this. I didn't even break them first. Not necessarily the best option, but hey, fuck it. Boom. And yeah, broke it with the Cryobi. You could have done it by hand too if you really needed to. These are very Chinesium. They're barely on there, so be careful. Don't necessarily do it the way I do it. I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, I think, get a new carburetor. I did just find one. They're 15 bucks for the cheapest one I could find for a 2-day shipper. So this here is magnetic. It looks brand new, and it just magnetizes to this. You can see there's 2 marks already on it, which I don't know if that's part of our problem. To be honest, it could be. I don't know. Could it be a flywheel issue? Possibly. Good thing we have another. Or we could also maybe just buy another one. So, yeah, let me get that box open real quick. Got our new one here. I did switch this wire. So this is the wire from here. This is the wire it came with. If you look, there we go. This end here is different. I mean, it could work potentially, but it's no, that ain't gonna work. So it's got to go into here. So this just doesn't function. You need this little dick. So from what I understand is we need a piece of paper or something in here to kind of gap it, because we don't want it to be directly on. So we're gonna put it right there. It is magnetic, so it should magnetize to it. Bada boom, bada bing. And then we'll go here. All right, and then you grab your drill, whatever you were using. Go ahead and, first start with fingers and then use your tools. Try to be smart. Probably shouldn't ugga-dugga it. So we're gonna ugga-dugga it a couple times till we strip the block, and then we're in a bad spot. And then this should just come out. There we go. All right, and then if we really want to test it, we're gonna go ahead and plug some stuff back together. This goes in here like so. This is our test tool. So this connects to your spark plug, and then you put it into your ignition coil, which is in a weird direction. It's okay, we fixed it though. Now we'll set that right there. Move this out the way. Keep the gas upright. We don't want to take your drill with your 12mm repeater and you. Which way do we want to go? Was I spinning it the wrong way? Oh no. It doesn't even matter though, because we're still not getting spark. Alright, well I switched over to the blue bike for testing. This one wasn't working, but I think it was me that wasn't working. This is on. I had it off. This one though is giving us spark. So we are getting orange. So let me show you what I've been doing. It's a pretty easy test. You just go like this. There's 3 bolts. One, it's loose. I kept one loose already just because I figured I had to do this. Do that, and boom, she's off. And now we're gonna test this one as well again, just because I don't want to send it back if it's not actually broken. All right, so let me just do the steps here. So first things first, this has a little nub on it. You push the nub in and it pops off. Very simple. I guess we need to disconnect from here. And then bada boom, bada bing. Take this off. And we know this one works, so that's great. I'm gonna put this on the table. We'll probably use this on the red bike. And I think I'm gonna do what I did here, and I'm gonna bring the red bike onto the ground, reconnect the pull start, and then test from there. Because once we have spark, we don't really need to worry about it. We can put the pull start back on, and we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna put this up there, and we'll do the same thing. Alrighty, and we're just repeating the same steps from earlier. We got our piece of paper, we have our ignition coil. We're gonna go ahead, put it in place. Now it's there. We can easily take our little Allens. These are 4mm. Get them kind of lined up. You may want to do it by hand, or you can be like me and just say fuck it. I will say, the just fuck it method leads to a lot of issues. So be prepared. It's a great way to learn, but also, you know, just doing it like this, giving it a couple twists. See, because we're not even lined up right now, which is problematic. Okay, see, give her a good little start, and then you can go ahead and yeet. Let her eat. Okay, and then you want to put this guy back on. You want it so that you can hit. If you look here, there's a little button. It won't focus. A little button for the little nipple in there that goes right there. Well, if this works, we'll probably just keep it together. So let's just go ahead and put this shrink wrap over it. Fucking cunt. Like so. Oh shit, you know, we probably don't want to wrap through those cords either. Probably wrap behind them. Yeah, and this can go, this needs to just go up in here, to be honest. Like so. Oh shit, like so. And then we keep the shrink wrap there, bada boom, bada bing. Put your tester back in. Nice. And then shield once again. Oh, wait. Paper, don't forget your paper. Paper gapper. Hello? What is stopping this? Okay, moment of truth. Oh, they both work. Look at that. Okay. So now it's just a carb situation. Carb situation, brother. I think I'll probably honestly call it the end of the video at this point. We did do some troubleshooting. We got some stuff solved. Unfortunately, we have bigger problems. I would try to rebuild this carb as well, but I don't think it's worth the headache, to be honest. I think it's worth just spending $30 on 2 carbs. It just makes more sense, to be honest. So yeah, I guess that's really where we're at. I'm gonna try to find, I have a charger for this little mini hoverboard that is the same like 3-prong setup as that. So I'm gonna try to find that, see if I can get the electric start working. And then we need to get also some steel to go in here so that we can weld something in. And then we need to weld some sort of peg on. It's gonna be a little ghetto, but it is what it is. And you know what, I just look at, we need a, we clearly need some washers and a bolt, and a nut for the bolt that's going through here for the, what is this, like a trailing arm? What is this considered? I think that's a trailing arm. I don't know dirt bike terminology. So yeah, I mean, pretty simple. I guess I'm glad that that's going. We don't have to return either of them. This one looks decent too. I'm gonna keep it around just that. Oh wait, I think this is the broken one. Yeah, this is the one that my nephew and his buddy, as you can see. This might just be a loss. This might be a throw out. And yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will be back in the next video when hopefully we will be getting some carbs in and making these bad little Jessies run. And then maybe we can see Kylie rip one and me ripping the blue one. I'll rip it without a peg. I don't need a peg. I'll just keep my leg floating.